That's great. That's great advice. So physical, technical, mental, emotional, social, those are the key words in your teaching. Can you take us through them and why they're so important?
Yeah. So, years ago, as we were talking about like our pedagogy or how we wanted to explain things to players, was that for 54 to happen, they had to embrace reality. We already kind of talked about that earlier. And so as P and I were talking about this, we're like, golf is a physical game. It's a technical game. It's a mental game. Everybody has a brain. It's an emotional game. And unless you play by yourself, it's always a social game. You have to play with other people. So whether it's a touring professional who wants to make, a living at this, or it's a recreational or real golfer, they need to actually look at all those elements, what we sometimes call the reality of golf.
And what is important is that, everybody usually only look at one, it's the technical reality of golf. But all the other ones influence the technical. Like if I'm physically too tight, it might make me not make a good shoulder turn, or it might make me not be able to, get to a good position at impact.
Right.
And mentally, if you have a 4-footer and you don't trust your decision and you decelerate because you don't trust your decision, it's going to show up in the putting stroke, but it wasn't it wasn't the technique's fault. It was you not being decided enough and staying committed to your decision. And like emotionally, if you have too much adrenaline, you're too hyped up, I promise it's going to affect your tempo. So it's all these other things show up in the technique, but it's not the technique's fault. So we often say, we think the technique gets blamed for way too many things, when it isn't even the technique's fault. It's just showing up there. So we just want golfers of all levels to have a wider view of what's going on. And from there, decide what is my biggest return on investment to play the game I want to play. But it just helps so many to understand that sometimes it is about position and posture, but many times it's just other things happening that's showing up in the technique. And we find that to be really important for both hacks and sticks.